In Vedic thought, Niti and Niti reflects ethics, codified duty, the external rules and principles that prescribe what must be done. On the other hand, Dharma reflects ethos, the spirit of righteousness, the inner compass that guides us toward truth and justice. It is lived, felt, and embodied in our actions. Ethics are the principles that tell us what is right and wrong. Ethos is the spirit, the character, the inner compass of a person or a community. Together, they shape leadership, decision making, and morality. Ancient Indian epic, the Mahabharata, with its timeless stories, offers us lessons that remain relevant even today. It is a mirror reflecting the ethics and ethos that guide human life. Next come ethics versus ethos in the ancient Indian epic, the Mahabharata. Two men, two ideals. Bhishma, the grand patriot, bound by his vow. Yudhishthira, the righteous king, bound by his truth. Their stories in the Mahabharata reveal the eternal tension between ethics, such that the principles of right and wrong, and ethos, such that the spirit of loyalty, duty, and personal vows. Bhishma was a wise statesman, the grandsire of the Kurus, lived by Niti, ethics and duty. Even knowing Duryodhana was unjust, his vow bound him to serve the throne. His life shows the power and burden of ethics. Rules give clarity but can also chain us. Bhishma became a symbol of duty even in tragedy. His stories teaches us that ethos must be balanced with ethics. Loyalty should never come at the cost of righteousness. Here are the leadership lessons from the Bhishma. First is discipline and commitment provide stability. Second, beware of blind obedience. Third, loyalty with wisdom. Fourth, ethics as guidance, not constraint. This story is about Yudhishthira and the dice game. Yudhishthira, the Pandava king, lived by Dharma, such that truth and justice. He, known for his truthfulness, faced his greatest test in the game of dice. His weakness for gambling led to disastrous consequences. Even in the unfair game of dice, he chose values over victory. His life shows us that real leadership is integrity, even in defeat. The lesson: ethics demand self-control. Even a virtuous person can falter if desires overpower judgment. The leadership lessons from Yudhishthira include integrity as the core of leadership, moral courage in adversity, culture of fairness, reputation beyond results. What is the modern relevance of these stories? Bhishma shows us the danger of ethos without ethical balance. Yudhishthira shows us the fragility of ethics without discipline. Together, they remind us that morality is not about rigidly following one principle but harmonizing ethics and ethos. Dharma demands both the spirit of duty and the courage to act rightly. Bhishma and Yudhishthira were not villains, they were human, caught in the web of dharma. Their struggles are our struggles. By learning from them, we can build a life where ethics guide our actions and ethos strengthens our spirit. In our lives today, we face similar dilemmas. Should loyalty to an organization outweigh justice for its people? Should honesty be practiced even when it causes harm? The Mahabharata teaches us that ethics and ethos must walk hand in hand. Without balance, even in the noblest intentions can lead to downfall. At the end, there are some practical applications of ethics and ethos. First is corporate governance. Ethics ensures compliance, ethos ensures credibility. Second, team leadership. Ethics sets boundaries, ethos builds motivation. Third, crisis management. Ethics provides procedures, ethos inspires resilience. Last, innovation. Ethics prevents misconduct. Ethos encourages creativity aligned with values. So, ethics are external, perspective clear. Ethos is internal, cultural, inspiring. Subscribe to Manage Logic and turn theory into real world understanding. Thank you for listening.